You step onto an alien planet, and within seconds, it starts trying to kill you. Not one planet, not two, but world after world, each more brutal, more unforgiving than the last. One suffocates you with too much oxygen. Another melts you alive before you even take a step. One doesn't even have a surface, just an endless fall into crushing pressure. And the worst part? Some of these planets look just like Earth. It starts with a landing. No dramatic music, no heroic speech. Just the dull hum of a spacecraft settling onto alien ground, somewhere impossibly far from Earth. You step out, boots pressing into unfamiliar soil, and for a brief moment, everything feels calm. Welcome to Kepler 22b, your onboard AI announces. The sky is strange, tinted differently than anything you've seen before. The air looks breathable. The temperature feels tolerable. In fact, by all known measurements, this world should support life. It's one of those rare exoplanets scientists call potentially habitable. And yet, something feels off. You take a breath, then another, and suddenly your chest tightens. Your lungs burn, not from lack of oxygen, but from too much of it.
The air is rich, dangerously rich. The pressure here is higher than Earth's, forcing oxygen into your bloodstream at levels your body can't handle. Your vision blurs. Your breathing becomes frantic. Hyperoxia, too much oxygen, a condition that sounds harmless until it starts killing you from the inside out. Your nervous system begins to fail. Muscles twitch uncontrollably. Every breath feels like it's inching you closer to collapse rather than keeping you alive. This planet was supposed to be safe. Instead, it's suffocating you with abundance. And this is just the beginning. Your ship barely has time to stabilize before you're lifted away from Kepler 22b. Next stop, Kepler 69c. You land and immediately regret it.
The ground beneath you isn't just hot. It radiates heat like an open furnace. The atmosphere presses down on you with crushing force. Every step feels heavier, slower, like you're moving through invisible resistance. This isn't a habitable world. It's a runaway greenhouse nightmare. Like Venus, but worse. The temperature here reaches around 280 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead. Hot enough to turn your surroundings into a hellscape of shimmering air and boiling surfaces. Pools of molten sulfur bubble nearby, releasing toxic fumes that distort the horizon. Your suit begins to struggle. Cooling systems push to their limits. Sweat evaporates instantly, but somehow you still feel like you're drowning in heat. You glance down. The ground shifts slightly beneath your feet. Not solid rock. Something softer. Something unstable. You take another step and sink. Your leg plunges into a thick, viscous liquid. Molten sulfur clings to your suit, dragging you down. Panic sets in as you try to pull free, but the pressure, the heat, the resistance, it's too much. You're not just burning, you're cooking. Before the nightmare fully claims you, the scene shifts again. Darkness, cold silence, then a faint glow ahead. You've arrived at Kepler 10b. At first glance, it looks like night. This planet has no atmosphere, nothing to scatter light, nothing to soften the brutal radiation from its nearby star. The sky remains pitch black even during the day, and the ground is not ground at all. It's lava. Endless oceans of molten rock stretch in every direction, glowing faintly like embers in a dying fire. The temperature here exceeds 1,300 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt stone, hot enough to erase anything that lands. Your ship struggles just to exist here. Alarms blare as systems overheat.
The hull creaks under thermal stress. You don't even get the chance to step outside. The heat finds you anyway. It seeps through layers of protection, through metal, through insulation, until it reaches you. You step onto a new world. Cool air, solid ground, a faint breeze. Welcome to Kepler 62F. For the first time, nothing immediately tries to kill you. The landscape stretches out in muted colors. There's water nearby. Something like vegetation grows across the terrain. It's quiet, almost peaceful, too peaceful. You take a cautious step forward, then another. Your suit scans the atmosphere. High carbon dioxide levels, but manageable for now. This could be it. A survivable world. A place where humanity might one day live. You relax slightly, and that's when it happens. A sharp tear. You freeze. A thin slice runs along your suit. Something from the ground. Something alive. Something you didn't notice. Entering Kepler 16b. And then you fall. Faster and faster. There's no place to land. No surface to aim for. Just an endless drop into the depths of a gas giant. At first, it almost feels peaceful. Like skydiving back on Earth. Weightless, free, but that feeling doesn't last. You've reached your final destination. Welcome to Kepler 452b. You hit the ground hard. The force ripples through your body like a shockwave. Gravity clamps down instantly, heavier than anything you've ever felt. You try to stand. It's harder than it should be. Much harder. This planet is larger than Earth, far more massive. Its gravity is nearly double what your body is built for. Your heart strains, pushing blood through your body under crushing force. Your muscles tremble just to keep you upright.
Even breathing feels like work. You take a step, then another. Your legs shake. Your balance slips. And then you fall. It seems small, harmless even. But here, it's catastrophic. You slam into the ground with twice the force of Earth. Bones crack. Air is forced from your lungs. Pain explodes through you. On this world, even the smallest mistake can be fatal. These are just a few of the planets discovered by the Kepler Space Telescope. Thousands more are out there, each one unique, each one extreme. Some look inviting, some look deadly. Most are both. They all remind us of one thing. The universe isn't made for us. It doesn't adapt, test. Every world is a challenge. Every step is a risk. And somewhere out there, beyond our solar system, are countless more planets, each with its own way to end your story. So the real question isn't whether life exists out there. It's this. If you landed on one of these worlds, how long would you survive? If you want to explore the most dangerous places in the universe, subscribe Edge of Reality now and step into the unknown with us. Which planet do you think you'd survive the longest on? And which one terrified you the most? Let me know in the comments.